Breaking news. Welcome to today's headlines. Why Nigerian government they carry Nnamdi Kanu go Supreme Court? Why Nigerian government they carry Nnamdi Kanu go Supreme Court? To my dear listeners, from wherever you're listening from, please stay tuned as I read today's news. Nigerian government don't carry case go the country Supreme Court to appeal against the October 13 of appeal judgment where discharge the leader of the proscribed indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu, of the charges then Sama against arm. The government asked the Supreme Court to pack the judgment, keep one side, and restore the first charges against Nnamdi Kanu so them go fit try am for trial court. For the documents where them date October 18, where contain the appeal, the Ministry of Justice also wants the of execution of judgment where Justice Jumai Sanke give, pending the hearing and final determination of him appeal. For notice of him appeal, the public prosecution of the Federation, Muhammad Abubakar, Assistant Chief State Counsel, D. Kaswe, and A. Aluko, and Senior State Counsel, G. Unweze for the Department of Public Prosecution, Federal Ministry of Justice, give 6 reasons for the appeal. Federal Government of Nigeria talk inside the document, say them no they satisfied at all with the judgment where the appeal court deliver on 13 October 2022. Them also say them believe say their case still gets important point for law where them fit argue and where the Supreme Court fit still determine. It is necessary to suspend the appeal court's decision temporarily so that them go avoid situation where be say judgment of the Supreme Court no go get heard again. The number 3 reason according to the document now, especially in case Nnamdi Kanu decide to japa while the case still they go on before the Supreme Court give him judgment. Considering say him now dual citizen of Nigeria and Britain, Kanu now flight risk because him get history of jumping bail even when him case to the court. The documents had say them get some kind special and exceptional reason will warrant the application. Therefore, them argue say it is important for the Supreme Court to take into consideration the right of all the parties involved. The government believes say for the interest of substantial justice and equity, it is important make the highest court for the country chook mouth for this matter. The appeal court for Abuja on 13th October 2022 discharged the charges when Nigerian government bring against Nnamdi Kanu. The 3-man panel where Justice Jumai and not to lead took eye for the case where federal government bring against Kanu. Say get case to answer again as the federal high court no get jurisdiction to try arm in the first place. Court rules say Kanu arrest and forceful transfer to Nigeria dey illegal because them no follow extradition process. Them say them bring am into Nigerian illegality. Court further talk say federal government failed to talk the location where them arrest Kanu, despite the big allegations them sama for him head. Court had say them keep quiet, men say them agree with wetin Kanu talk say them kidnap am and bring am forcefully back to Nigeria. Court further hold say e dey against law to detain and try Kanu for any court since them bring am back illegally. Justice Jumai for her judgment talk say them no go make the mistake wey the lower court make. Even though them get warrant of arrest, even though government tell them to arrest am, as far as no be inside the shores of Nigeria where he commit the alleged offence, the arrest and forceful return to Nigeria dey illegal. She explains say to even carry am go court immediately no dey proper sake of say the appellant get right to notification so that him go get time proper himself on how to defend himself for court. The lower court also make mistake as them no address all the issues and answer all the questions raised by the appellant, the judge bin rule. Nigerian government bin sama the proscribed IPOB leader 15-count charge wey border on terrorism, treason, secession and that him be member of IPOB group wey government don outlaw. But for May 2022, Justice Bintalu Yakul of the Federal High Court removed some of the charges from 15 to 7. To my dear listeners, from wherever you're listening from, now we've come to the end of our today's news. Please do drop by at the comment section